I feel like the future of restorative practices in school is really heading towards statewide practice, like implementing it in all districts in all states, like as a normal form of dealing with incidents.
Well, in Colorado, I can say I am very proud to have a great partner in the State House, which is Representative Pete Lee, and he and I have been able to put into place the infrastructure and the framework for gathering the data to show this really is an evidence-based practice.
House Bill 1032, the Omnibus Restorative Justice Bill. Well, it's been very gratifying to see it evolve. Restorative justice had been going on in Colorado for a number of years, but the passage of that bill in 2011 and then two subsequent bills really kicked it into higher gear.
What has been also phenomenal to see is the students practicing it, living it, and seeing that at their age in their own schools, and knowing that potentially they could be in our place, they could be making laws.
It is my great honor to introduce you this morning's keynote speaker. And I knew nothing about him, and I went online to Soul Water Rising, and I watched one video, and I knew if we opened our conference with Dr. Jaya John, we would be off to an amazing start.
Bienvenidos. Welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Do you understand how blessed we are? Today, this morning, the sun rose. I stood in my room and watched it come up out of the sky, out of the night cradle, spread its light, waking the golden leaves, the golden trees, and it was beautiful. How many of you watched the sun rise this morning? Show of hands. So it's a good day, yes? You can say we're alive today. It's a good day to live. Restorative justice built upon certain foundations that we all need to explore this morning, and as we go forward on the road of life. One of those foundations certainly is gratitude. Learning again the importance of gratitude, where it resides in our daily life. How regardless of the ways in which we walk and talk and live and speak and get tripped up and trip up and do harm and receive harm, there is gratitude in all of that.
Being able to connect with people has been extraordinarily valuable and enriching. It creates possibilities. It's one of those pieces where some days are better than others. This was a great day.
So I'm going to be honest and say each session I've come out of, I come away with new information, new knowledge, new learning. So there hasn't been one session. I've listened to youth, I've listened to those that are victims, I've listened to those that are offenders, and every time I leave, I come back with something very new and very different to apply at my university.
RJ's getting big, and it's my first conference, so I'm seeing a lot of interest in restorative justice. You know, and that's the biggest part for me. I mean, we can go to different sessions, but the biggest thing for me is seeing the effect that RJ is starting to have on the whole state. It's awesome to see this many folks out here.
Yesterday we had Jaya John, who was so spiritual. I felt like I was soaring when he was done. Today, you guys, we're going to get down to it. Anjali is hilariously funny and brilliantly smart. She knows how to get implementation of restorative justice practices done. She takes the dry and makes it splashy rainbow fun. Ladies and gentlemen, Anjali Nandi.
So now I'm nervous. I do these a lot. I do these presentations a lot. And I was just sitting over there wondering, why is it that I'm extra special nervous today? What is going on that these nerves are not just my usual level of nerves, but like this little bit of extra? What's going on? And what I recognized or realized sitting over there was that this information is so dear to my heart, that it's so important for me that you all love it and care for it and are jazzed by it just like I am.
I think the most valuable experience is the stories. To ask people what restorative practices means to them and to hear their experiences of maybe facilitations that they've been in, or maybe just close encounters with other people, ideas that have sparked, or those aha moments. Those are really fun.
I think just getting together with other practitioners and actually hearing their stories. You got people from, Estes Park, you got people from obviously Longmont, Greeley, Boulder. Somebody was all the way from Delaware. I think that's pretty cool, and getting to hear their stories and seeing where they're going and trying to get that program started.
I'd like to announce the winner of the short film, which is defined as an original motion picture that has a running time of 40 minutes or less, including all credits. And the winner is Monica Chambers, VOD in the Department of Corrections. Come on up and receive your award.
We have facilities all across the state. We have 30,000 offenders, and it was hard to get folks that could travel and facilitate and do the work. And thankfully, Pete stood up in 2011 and said, here's what's going to happen. And his legislation is what, thank you, brought it to the department. It's almost a transformation you can physically see. And, people may be carrying around a lot of heavy emotion and load from maybe years and years. So on either side, you can see real, true, life-changing transformation that happens. Yeah. And it's unbelievable to watch it, to witness it.
I'd like to announce the winner of the full-length feature film that's defined as an original motion picture that has a running time of just over 40 minutes, including all credits. I'll provide you with a quote from the winner of tonight's award that'll give you a taste of what's to come. The way we handle discipline in our schools, prisons, and even our homes is like throwing water on smoke. We see the smoke, so we attack smoke, completely ignoring the fire that is consuming everything around us. This documentary on restorative justice in schools is an attempt to get people to extinguish the fire rather than just chasing smoke. Wow. Please join me in congratulating Pastor Sherwin Patton and Bianca Neal for Chasing Smoke.
I think one of the things that I'm pleased with right now is that I believe Austin is becoming more of a restorative city. And what I mean by that is that we have people who now believe in the process so much so that it's the first thing that people want to do versus an afterthought. We have an amazing privilege. We received an invitation to go to the White House. So,
congratulations. Congratulations.
And so, it's an amazing opportunity. And one of the messages that we're hoping to be able to convey if we get the opportunity, and I want to say when we get the opportunity, is that, as Dr. Fania Davis said, we need a truth and reconciliation process here in America for our whole nation.
Thanks for coming back and being the most lucky audience. Playback Theater West is a group of brilliant improvisational theater artists. They capture the hearts and the stories of the people in the audience, and they full circle give that back to you in a way that you probably have never experienced before. So it is my great joy, honor, and privilege to introduce to you Playback Theater West.
the warmth, the depth, the clarity of what people share with us and we were able to play back. I think that we together we were at the top of our game, inspired by what we've experienced with RJ these past 2 days.
What I'm hoping for in every community across this nation, because we're so connected to one another, is that this process will become a part of who we are as people, and that we will become a restorative nation where we're not harming people or further harming people, but we're creating this space where everybody can have intentional conversation and where healing can take place.